That was a Pokemon reference. I'm sure you guys love it. I think like Pokemon's big in India also, I think so. There you go. That's just me speculating. But the plane pass, the very first plane coming out over here, it is Erangel 2.0. Also, if you guys did not know, if you were living under a rock, you might not know, but it is indeed Erangel 2.0. Plane path is going to be very focused on the eastern edge. It's going to be between Severny and Stolber for the northern side, and in between Military Base and Novo in the southern side. So we got a few drops we can be pretty, used to going into this one. A few drops we might actually know. The teams I know the most are actually not playing. This was going to be actually the unnamed and class, but that's completely A-OK. Kine Power, in the past, they like to drop in Milta Power / Milta, so I believe they're going to try and drop around that location as a whole. And how things will be going out for us indeed. Going to have a very early drop coming out from Zeus. They're going to be going straight toward the northern side of Rozhok. Shouldn't be too much of an issue for that. Overall, pretty good. We'll see. The northern side currently is very, very free. Like, you can see this entire area. Zaki, Northern George Pole, Shooting Range, Severny, Stolber, Kameshki. All this area is completely free. So I think here there's definitely potential for teams to maybe grab it. I mean, I'm definitely seeing Zeus do something here. Prison. Actually talking about that, going to have Dadin going to be dropping out. Playing out with that DP28. Looking for the early knockdown. Can he find it? Yes, he can. JGZ. Jesus Christ, that's a hard name to say. JGZ. That's a very good tongue twister. Going to be actually finding out the initial knockdown, and he will be going for the push. Actually playing in first-person mode, which is really intriguing to me. I don't know if the lobby is put in first-person mode. If it is, I believe that's a mistake. We're supposed to be in third-person mode. Position, it is pretty far away from the plane path, so you can expect to be pretty safe, as Kowalski is actually going to find himself an initial knockdown forward. And I believe that's going to be the end. He's going to get flushed away. That kill will indeed get confirmed. And there you have it. No game sound. There's no game sound. Ah, rip. No game sound. Very unfortunate. So I just know that because of the 5-minute delay. So what we'll have to do was no audio apparently for this first game. Hopefully I'll get it fixed for the next. Go to Sung there, as I believe he's about to get flushed out. Alpha got a good high ground position, so Alpha7 Esport really can take a toll on these teams. The smokes are good for Arch Gaming, but are they going to be enough? No, they're not. Oh, Swaggerin is going to find himself that knock through the smoke, and Zeal actually going to be joining up on that spray. They get the pressure down onto Archer. So Archer really in a really tricky spot. Like, they got those smokes, which is buying him a lot of precious time. If Law's got a grenade, that might be a viable option. If he had a few grenade spots to play with. Oh, okay. Nice weapon there. Don't see this one too often. But a few snipes are slowly going to be coming on through. The circle is going to be going into its final phases very soon, guys. Fights are still going to be in swing in really big fashion. Archer going to be mowed down out in 6th position to the hands of Zeus. Icy doing some work for his team. A few SLR shots, trying to find a few opening frags if he can. But now really, they got to go for the push eventually. They're on the edge of the circle. They know there's a very slim chance of the circle actually going in the favor of Zeus. But they have to think, how are we going to approach the circle? How are we going to go for the push eventually? The earlier, the better, but unfortunately he's in a position where they are not dictating what's happening. The circle's going to be closing up in 3, 2, 1. The circle actually goes on top of loops once it loops. Man, the Americas teams are really lucky on these first circles. Jesus Christ. They're looking good. Regioko is going to be in a good spot too. Going to go for the molly play potentially in Sena Sena. Looking to potentially find those sprays. He is still one of the 2 last players. Got Ato-chan around the corner if he wants to. They're playing as a 1-1 split, which I know against. I like it. Senna taken down almost to half health. But Senna will be able to survive the encounter. Now that Reijoko lost that surprise factor, I would just say leave that fight. It is definitely not worth it. So I would say just regroup back, make it back to your teammate Ato-chan, and you should be completely fine. As Ato-chan is taking another fight versus Godsent, but the circle is going to be closing up. He has to get into the car. Very sexy skin, by the way. I'll just say that. But they already got himself 7 kills for Blue Bees. Huge in this very first game on Erangel. Now he's going to try and crash inside the circle, try and create himself a makeshift compound with that car, crash into a tree. But Marty's got a great off angle as he's going to be spotted away. Playing with a Car 98, looking for the heads of Loops or Zeus. I hope to get anything just yet. Icy going to do a lot of work for his team. Waiting for things to get a little bit more spicy. Wait for the teams to start pushing forward. Here, they're all going to make inside shelter. And this is the reason why I said shelter sucks. Like, here, Kowalski is literally stuck. He cannot go out. If he goes out, Zeus on in a position, Godsent on the other. There's no way Loops can make it out bomb this underground section of shelter. Carrillo could still do something from his position in that shack, but it's going to be a really tricky one. Going to go over to Rede as he's trying to make his way downhill. Lucky enough, he's got the little dip he can hide behind from the other team on the side of the mountain, which is going to be Alpha7. I think he spotted Marley for a sec. Yeah, unfortunately, Marley is going to be a little bit too far away in a distance. He's not going to be spotted out just yet. So we're going to have an actual shelter finish on this first game, which is absolutely mental to me. Shelter finish is going to be indeed happening. God sent Marley in a really decent spot. So many sprays coming on through. Not much is going to be happening. You got a little bit of like some little up and downs in the terrain, so you can definitely like get some good peeking spots. It's still going to be a really hard one to play with. As the circle is going to be shifting once again, we're going to be heading into phase 7 very soon. As where is it going to be going? Is it going to be going once again for the PMPL America's team of Loops? Or is he going to go for another for the first time? And it will actually be pretty central, so I think we might actually have a heal-off in this game. As you say that, God sent, Ice is going to get a great grenade onto Reeves. Can they maybe end this entire team? Can they put the nail in the coffin for God sent? Seem like they're able to get the res. Reeves will get put back on his feet, which is great. He's going to go for the spray. Reeves, what? Reeves, why are you spraying when you haven't had time to res, my dude? And Rolkis will go down to the hands of Blue Bees player 8-0-Chan right afterwards. These two players are not going to get resed up. It's all going to be in the hands of Marley of Godsent, which is going to stay. Once again, Team Belly qualifying through the EMEA League into the PUBG Mobile Global Championships. It's great to see them here. Blue Bees still waiting. Seemed like they did hold on to their smokes for a pretty long period of time. But can he get the kill confirmed? Can they get up to double digits in this first game? Will be huge to see if they can actually pull that one through. Grenade's going to be flying by 8-0-Chan. Unfortunately, that car is exploding, but now he can actually use this car as a good defensive position. As Regioko is actually... They don't expect Regioko to be in this position. Ah, he just ran. They got the information. They know where he is. They spot Carrillo of Loops, actually, as Zeus. They are going to be actually moving on forward. Zeus just full sent in the center. Two players get knocked away. Icy left as a one-man team. The grenades are going to be flying on by. Godsent have Marley in a really decent spot to potentially just nade down the team of Zeus. Now Loops finds himself a great nade. Eroski doing some work. That's going to be Zeus out in 5th position. Alpha7, Blue Beast, Godsent, and Loops. 4 teams remaining in this very first game of the scrims. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. If you want me to change anything, please don't hesitate to tell me. But this game is now in its closing and final moments. Alpha7. They got like the 4-man advantage, which here is going to be giving them such a good advantage here. The northern side is pretty much free, but Loop's got also a shack, and I don't think that anyone is going to be close enough to throw grenades in their shack. Maybe Marley if he just snakes it through, but really I think that Loops are in a spot where they can just snake and just remain alive and play the survival game, which I would definitely personally pull off if I were in their situation. Drag him behind that shack, behind that crate, not a shack actually, behind a crate. Gonna be just a beacon of light for his team, trying to get as much information as possible. As Ray Joko gonna be spotting out, Senna. As also VT's gonna go down. Alpha7 gonna be down to 2 players, gonna be Law and Swagian. Spot out Carrillo, but Carrillo is not gonna be pushing out of that shack just yet. Now that man advantage of Alpha7 has been rendered almost useless, but it's still a 2v1v1. Only 3 teams still remain. Blue Bees did get eliminated in fourth position, it was indeed. But Alpha7, they're actually maybe going to pull off the double res. Like, they got Senna back on his feet. V22K might actually get resed up too, which is indeed going to be the case. And now this is a fight for 2nd position. Will it be Marley taking 2nd spot, or will it be Carrillo of Loops taking a 2nd position? Because this should be a chicken dinner over to Alpha7. There's no doubt in my mind they will be taking this one. As Law's going to go for a little bit of a push with the buggy, try and get himself in a more aggressive position. Going to spot up Marley, and he gets it. Law finds it. Now he's down to 1 player of Loops. It's going to be Carrillo. 3rd position over to the Godsent boys. Carrillo just going to be locked in this shack. Trying to go for the last second heal off. That is his final first aid kit, and then he's going to have to take a 1v3. Actually, a 1v2. 2 players got knocked away. Going to push into the blue. Can he get it? Almost able to find Swagian, but he will not be able to connect that final knockdown, and that will be it. Alpha7 Esports will find himself the very first chicken dinner of the PUBG Mobile Global Championship. Be able to find this stream on the YouTube channel, so if you want to check out the VOD afterwards, you can definitely do so. And man, these playing paths, they're not fun. They're not fun to play with. Like, we had a very eastern plane path on Erangel. Now we've got a very southern/southern eastern plane path. It's not fun. Going to go from the southern western island prison all over to the eastern side of Junkyard. So, not fun. Not fun times. It's a feels bad moment. We'll get used to it. So, Zeus, they're going to go apparently for maybe Valdemar. They can even go for like El Pozo because you've got a lot of car spawns on this road. You can just drop high up north, get a car, rotate up. But I think they're going to go for Valdemar, how they're spreading. Yeah, they're going for Valdemar. Wait, what? Are RQ Athena going for... No, no way. This is not... I'm pretty sure this is not going to be their drop in PMGC. They're hiding. They're hiding their drop. There's no way they're going to drop in Los Higos in the tournament. Because if teams know they're going to drop here, literally like Zeus Esports would just hold on to Valdemar and the team would hold on to this. They're going to head on over to Zeus versus Alpha7. Zeus Alpha7 had a pretty significant game on Game 1 on Erangel. A pretty strong performance as a whole, but Alpha7 were the team that, at the end of the day, did take that first chicken dinner. So Zeus, they got a lot to live up to. But they do have a little bit of an edge. Reason why? Currently, we have a 2-2 split happening for Alpha7. So here, Zeus do definitely have the advantage. Where's the rest of their team? Oh, there you go. They're down below. Alpha7 are down below with a 2-man car rotation. Not too sure what the game plan is with that. I think they might try and go for like a more western position to attack them from. I'm not too sure what Alpha7 are intending to do with this. We'll see as time goes by. Icy going to put that position in put that kind of position where he can actually defend it. Zio's going to go down to Senna down below with that M16, which is great to see. Now, oh, there you go. They get into the car. They're going to full send it. They got that knockdown. They want to use that knock as a point of pressure and a way to eliminate the opposing side of Zeus Esports. The smoke is really well put down, denying a lot of information away from Alpha7, so I think that Zeus definitely know what they're doing with their utility. But they're going to have Swagon taken down first. Senna's going to be the first line of defense. Also, double knockdown against Alpha7. Zeus going to have Icy just barely running away with his life unscathed, but Ronin is going to be the next one to try and go for the defensive position. He's going to go for the res onto Zeal just now. But Alpha7, are they going to give them enough time to heal up from their wounds? Hopefully Alpha will be a little bit faster once they were able to get the res onto Swagger in. Navi and 4 Angry Men are going to be taking their own fight. Intrigued to see how Navi will be playing into their fights. Known as Miramar is one of their best maps. Icy's going to go down to the lane of V2. They're able to buy a lot of time. Like, they might actually be able to make it back as a 4-man team. Icy's going to go down. Still 3 players. Undak, Zeal, and Ronin. Still thinking, how the hell do I approach this? He's going to go for a little bit of an off angle, which I think is definitely going to be an interesting one. There you go. He's trying to go for the off angle. I think they're definitely going to be hearing his footsteps, but we'll definitely give them a little bit of a more pressured position upon the opposing side. Ronin's going to go for the push. Trying to really make the most out of it. But this fight is now in a really big standoff. They're just waiting for the first team to maybe initiate. Because they want to fight on their own terms, on their own terrain. As Zero is really... He's going far and wide. This one. He find himself a knockdown. That's going to be another one. Just down to now 2. Ronin and Zeal. But Alpha7 once again, like, they're finding so many knocks, but yet they're not converting them into anything. I'm genuinely surprised about. Ronin's going to go down. Now it's all in the hands of Zeal. Zeal able to find himself the off angle onto V2. Now it's a 1v2 currently for Zeal. Has to reload. 40 bullets. You're going to need every single one of those to take that 1v2 clutch. This is Alpha7. And if he does win this one, they'll be taking down the winners of Game 1. But Zeal is not being too overzealous. No. He's taking his damn time. I'm surprised he's not going for the energy drink to try and res up to 100. I'll definitely recommend him to do so, but I think he took a little bit too long, and now he's actually given time for Alpha7 to go for the res. They're going for some big pre-fires there, and they did indeed go for the res, so now it's going to be a 1v3 versus Zeal. Zeal will be able to actually find some significant damage without taking any damage himself. That was a pretty good peek from Zeal. He's in a spot where grenades could easily come through. And as I talk about grenades, there you go. They're going to be flying out through the windows. Going to stay on this POV. He has to put himself in a position where it's going to be hard to predict where it's going to be. They saw him. They saw the pixel out of place. Still going to get moved down at Alpha7. The winners of last... Whoa, calm down. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. She's dead. It's cool. Calm down. Jesus Christ. God damn. Okay. They really wanted him. They really wanted Ziol. And Alpha7, their team that are going to have to rely heavily on their smokes. Law for himself a nice headshot onto 2K. As Execute get eliminated in 4th position. The spray, but unfortunately that's not going to happen. Alpha7, they are struggling to hold on to their dear life. Down to only one player is going to be V2. Law, Swaggerin, both taken down. And it did go down to what I said, right? They were in a position where moving into the center circle was going to be extremely harsh. A1 just taking too much control in the circle. Secret Jin are going to try and actually push into the backside. Alpha is literally surrounded by players, but he's able to find himself a knockdown onto Sinister. As Zap's forward is going to go down to the blue zone, unfortunately, and now it's going to be down to a 3-team fight. V2K able to find himself a flush, able to also get the knockdown onto 6-9. Haha, 6-9, that's a funny number. I'm such a kid, I'm sorry guys, I spend too much time on Reddit. But now it's really a fight, potentially for this player of Alpha7, because here A1 Esports, Dante, and Jax both got to push inside the circle. They're out of circle. Their compound is nowhere close. And GJZ might actually be the player that's unexpected by Alpha7's last player of V2. Now this is just going to be a little bit of a standoff. But I'm actually happy to see that A1 were actually proactive on this one. They were actually able to just full send their 2 last players, Jax and Dante, inside the circle. And now, because they're inside the circle, they got that 2-man advantage. This, technically speaking, should be a fight for 3rd position. Fight for 3rd position and a fight for 2nd position. The grenades are really close to V2. And the smokes are coming out, so they might be able to get 6-9 back on his feet. We'll see. It seems like they're going to be able to get the res through. That's going to be great. Dante just going to keep the pressure down. I believe we're going to see... Oh, there you go. He's going for the push. Got tier 3 vest, tier 3 helmet. He's got everything... Oh, no, that's actually a tier 2 helmet. Or maybe not the best, actually. Yeah, switch away from that grenade. Go for the spray again. Oh, he goes down first. Dante finds it. And now it should be Alpha7 going out in 2nd position. And that will be, indeed, A1 Esports taking himself game number 2 under their belt. GG well played. They dominate championship. There we have it. 3, 2, 1. Let's freaking go. Sunhawk is going to be on the menu. Plane path, I mean, it's pretty central in the southern side. It's okay. It's a 4x4 map, so really the plane path doesn't impact you too much. It can allow you sometimes to get a little bit quicker to a drop location. But at the end of the day, it's just not going to be all that impactful for these squads. Team Secret going to go straight for the southern side, maybe even going towards docks, or... I'm not going to go to docks, they're just going to stop midway. That's fine. You know what I'm looking at? I'm looking at the compound. They will know... wait. Zuxi? Oh, okay, Zuxi's moving. I was like, wait, he's not moving. Bootcamp, ladies and gentlemen, is now going to be on the menu as Bigatron taking himself a big fight versus Loops. Oh my god, but Zuxi able to find it right there. Well executed with Thompson. Thompson now an absolutely broken weapon. But there's also Archer Gaming around the corner in this fight, so they could go for sneaky third party if they really want to. But 3 teams in Bootcamp, this doesn't happen very often. Bad in for himself as one player. That's going to be Luxy out of commission. Ryzen did also get taken out. And Bigatron Microboy also got taken away. So Zuxi down as a 1-man team. And he's just going to have to wing it. He's going to have to run away from this one. 0 kills over to Bigatron. Very unfortunate. They are... At last game on Miramar, they went down to the hands of Kine Power. And now they go down to the hands of Loops and also of Archer Gaming. So really a lot of struggle on their side. As Navi and Footballist take a fight, we can see it break out to the kill feed. Seem like Archer, not really just yet. No, Loops, this is not the way. Do another way. They do not know the way. This is not the way to go. No, but they strike when they get close and personal. And Loops lose their first player. It's going to be Federal. And now Kowalski being like, oh, I don't know what to do. They lose an extra player. It's going to be Carrillo. And he shoots. He has no idea where Nova currently are. XQuestF just absolutely battering down the side of Loops. They did get Powerboy, but Powerboy's in a safe position. Order's easily going to go for that personal res. And I'm intrigued, because they're hearing the gunshots between Nova XQuestF and also between Loops as Kowalski goes down. Are we going to see a third party happening from Archer? Oh no, Archer going up north. They're going towards Zuxi, the last player of Bigatron. So yeah, Loops now down to Dadin. He is locked inside boot camp, and boot camp is surrounded by road, so he's not going to be easily able to make it out of that position as Carrillo gets flushed away. Novex, Questef, you know, making up for that first game on the Wrangle where they did struggle on that push actually onto Archie Gaming.
Elite Championship, right? They got 10th place. And I'm like, listen, relax, all right? They only played with 50% of their roster for Peacekeeper Elite Champion because 2 of their players weren't able to play in it. So they only played with Kowalski and Dadin. So honestly, you know, take it for what it is. Take it with a grain of salt, I would say, when you look at their previous results. But besides that, yeah, I'm looking at Loops, man.
Boys slowly joining on the position of order. How did Alpha respond to this one? Because they got the river behind them. Do they maybe swim it over to Castle or over to the east? Like, what's their game plan here?
For me, I mean, Alpha, I think they're kind of forced to take this fight, but traditionally, when I look back at Alpha as a whole, they try to avoid fights early to mid-game as much as possible. They go for these wide rotates, but Jimmy and Cool Boy, they're not going to let that one happen. They are making the pull-up right here.
Yeah, Jimmy's going to be able to find himself one, but he's going to be instantly traded away. Cool Boy now with the G36C, going to try and just drop from above. But can he make that fight go in his favor? Though he's going to spot that one player, shoots down below, finds up one, goes, switches to weapon, another one. Cool Boy finds a double onto Alpha7. And now Nova down to only 1 player here. Dave, what a fight that was. Cool Boy doing so good. Just looking so dominant. As now Loops, Dadin's going to be pushing up on Canina Power. He's looking for the information down below through the staircase. He's getting sprayed from up above, but where exactly he does not know. He's looking up above, but does not get the information in time. And Dadin will go down. Loops down to 1 player. Kowalski going to be there. If he can get the squad wipe on Canina Power, he could go for the res, but unfortunately, this is going to be such a hard attempt for Kowalski to pull off here, Dave.
If there was a player to do it, it is them. At one point in time, the MVP of the squad. 1v2, Gonzo, Robdini, they've been popping off all game. Yeah, so Zeus, they dropped up there, Georgia Pool, hospital area. I kind of like that because everybody else was pretty centralized and they're on the outskirts. I really like that when it comes to new lobbies because to me, it's like you're trying to survey the land, right? You're not trying to go in guns hot. You're really, you know, you're pumping the brakes and you're trying to really learn other teams and their behaviors, right? So I like that we saw that from Zeus, at least when it comes to game. I mean, we've been seeing that from Zeus all night long, actually, now that I think about it. That they're not showing all their cards, if you understand what I'm putting down here. So it's just amazing that all these teams are coming together regardless to get this practice in. Talking about them, woo, it's Fade out here, Echo out here. They're getting shot from Alpha7.
Yeah. Alpha7 here, they're going to go for the crash. They were looking for the compound, I believe, first, and then execute kind of on the receiving end. Noobsy's going to go for a little bit of a better position behind that wall so he can actually heal off without too much of an issue. Fate is going to try and go for Echo Res very soon. Well, Zeus is just, they're just rotating. They don't want to get anywhere close to this fight with Alpha7 and also execute. As the smoke's slowly going to be coming on through, but the compound is now taken over, and Noob's going to have to take a 1v3 currently with a micro Uzi. Find himself an initial shutdown, but unfortunately it's going to be such a hard one, and he will go down after finding 1 knock.
Oh, your face, dude. Yeah. Hey, we're back. We were back 5 minutes ago. What a fight, though, right there. Zute, done. Echo, bleeding on out. It's Fate right now. The last one up, alive. Alpha7, they're trying to take full advantage of the situation here.
Yeah, there you go. Execute, go down. Alpha7 trying to join up. They didn't even need the entire team. Execute, eliminated in 13th position.
7 more teams to go. RRQ, they got a couple dips, exactly like you said with the 2.0. Some adjustments to the terrain. It's more viable to push across these fields compared to before where it was just a flat shooting range. Alpha in the Harry Potter Tower on the first floor. Burning! Burning! You're dead! You're gone!
Similar move as to Zeus, like they're trying to hold on to that dip. The smokes are going to give them a lot of viable options, but Abrupt Slayers, they got to try and move their way forward. Bigatron did a similar move earlier, but they went down really, really prematurely. Now they're going to be spotted out in the open. The car is going to be blown down to smithereens. They're down to still 3 players, and they are struggling to hold on to their life. As Alpha, going down in the Harry Potter Tower.
Yeah, I mean, you got the cover, but you also have to keep in mind all those windows that expose all your angles.
Definitely need a lot more. If you guys want to be mod, hit me up on Discord. There you go. You can check out the description for that. As now Alpha7, you know, they're currently getting pushed upon. The molly currently kicking down Leon. Oof, having a hard time.
Law did not like that Joker nade right there. Popping up, Fit 2K, trying to get the spray down, but Joker with another one right there with that hip fire from the M4.
Yeah, you know what? Another one.
Another
one.
Abrupt Slayers.
Oh, looking for the final player. Swag in, gets it, and you said it. The DP28, goddamn OP, and that's the one before. Ooh, that is 1v4 for Joker. Goddamn.